I know, before we kind of get stuck into it, we did have a slide that we wanted to pull up and have a chat with you about.
Yep, no problem.
Some disgraceful behaviour, I would say, from an Irish point of view.
It's a crime.
It is a crime.
Blasphemy.
It's kind of a hate crime, I
Yeah.
would say. Yeah.
You can say it all you want, but I am converting a lot of Irish
Oh
people.
No,
my
you're
God, it's a
not.
To put a little
cardinal
bit
sin.
of puts hairs on your chest, lads.
I can confirm it does.
And on the bottom of your feet
Is it
as well.
because the taste is too strong for
Do
you?
you not like the taste?
Simon.
But you like
taste
it.
no taste is too strong for me. I just got a bit of a sweet tooth, so just
Okay,
taste the edge off
okay,
a little
I
bit,
can
yeah.
understand, but if you hail from the island of Ireland, that is a cardinal sin,
I'm
my
telling you now,
friend.
there's a lot of Irish people that secretly are like, it actually tastes nice.
Go away.
But they will not say it out
They won't
loud.
say it out loud.
And they will not
I'll
direct
just leave
message
from the
it.
front and go, that's how I drink it.
They're
I
definitely
did
from
see
Dublin
it.
anyway.
I saw it go out on social media and I knew it was going to blow up. I thought this could be Andrew Goode's greatest ever post, regardless of the hate that comes off.
There's a lot of hate.
I thought
Yeah.
you could have been cancelled for this.
I won't get cancelled for that, no. I'm always welcome in Dublin. Even in Mulligan's, great
Says
pub
who?
in Dublin.
Maybe just give the details to everyone because we're going based on a picture here, but
Yeah.
maybe just talk about exactly what you do and what you did.
Well, I ordered a pint of Guinness and black, and the barman refused to put the black currant in it. And I thought, okay. So he said, you can put in whatever you want into this pint of Guinness, but I refused. So I got the black currant and I poured a little bit in.
How much did you go?
A little bit more. It's just a drop. It's just a drop.
Good on the barman for refusing you.
And there's no footage of you being arrested on the way out for that crime.
They were I was carried out on people's shoulders.
Probably my favourite game of the Six Nations. Ireland, England. Although it's
Yes.
obviously
It's England, Ireland.
it's
let's be
England, Ireland.
clear. It's at,
Yeah,
it's
in
at
Allianz. Yeah. How you feeling?
Well, we stopped you getting the Grand Slam 2 years ago.
You did.
But our record against you isn't great, let's be honest.
It's not.
It's
It's a nice one to look at there, isn't it?
Yeah, we've won 1 out of the last 6.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
there you go.
Yeah.
Andy and Co have your number.
They do.
They do, but not necessarily at Allianz when there's a slam on the line.
Oh,
Okay, you've had a stab
Drops
at
the
the end.
goal to win it. Listen, Ireland have been a wonderful team for the last 6 or 7 years in the Six Nations, and have definitely been head and shoulders above England. But this England team are made differently now, and it changed actually last year after round 1 when we got hammered. I think over at the Aviva by Ireland. They changed the way they played. They went a little bit away from just kicking everything. Started putting width on the ball, playing a faster tempo, and the squad's evolved. The talent and the youth that have come through, the likes of Guy Pepper, Henry Pollock, coming off the bench as well. And we've built depth. Now we've got the POM squad off the bench. Absolute
Imagine
banter.
calling yourself the Poms.
Imagine that. There we go.
That is such an English thing, I would
It's a
say.
great thing,
yeah.
though, isn't it?
Leave 'em
that
off.
South doesn't have the bomb squad. We've got the POM squad. You guys have got no squad.
I'm a lot more optimistic about that game than I would be, say, about Stade de France round 1. I think France Ireland have your number over the years. The only thing that worries me, as you say, is the size in that pack, the form of some of the Bath players and some of the Northampton players, and the back line is red hot at the moment. George Ford will no doubt get them going. It's a hostile place to play, but Ireland have enjoyed their time there. I think it'll be a lot closer than people think. I don't think Ireland or England would run away with it, but it'll be a cracking game.
Maybe it leans back into the thing. When you came there 2 years ago, you were on the charge for a Grand Slam, and you were big favourites. And that's the tag that perhaps the Irish team couldn't handle very well. This year, people will say, well, England will be favourites ahead of Ireland because of the run that England are on, the squad, the injuries that Ireland have got. Maybe that's where Ireland come good and just keep it under 50 points.
Yeah.
I think the narrative is literally flipped, though, as you kind of mentioned earlier, because we were like top form back then, and I think England were going through that period where it was like it's a cyclical sport, and you were kind of you were kind of rebuilding at that point. And now it kind of feels like the narrative literally has flipped, and we're in this funny position where it's like England have picked up this insane momentum.
England are favourites.
Yeah, you've got the fans back. They got their back up against the squad themselves, and you've won them back now. And
that's
they've evolved.
That's the evolution of how they're playing, right?
And I think England now, out of all the teams, and especially going into this game, are the most settled. There's a clear strategy, strength and depth. This POM squad, I can't even bring myself to say it.
Isn't it?
The bench that comes on now, there's a clear identity about how England play. They've got players like Emmanuel Faye-Bosa, who is a worldie of a player. So you have world-class players in
young
there.
Simon Zebo, isn't he?
And the rest. He is something else, yeah.
How hard they all work at the breakdown as well. I think England's point of difference, which a lot of people don't really speak about unless you speak to South Africans, is the physicality. And where we know that Ireland want quick ball to play off, and that's how they get all the players into the game. That's the Prendergast, Jack Crowley. How do you get the attacking shapes throw in? England are amazing at the breakdown now. And you think of the bench that comes on with the likes of Pollock, everyone's speaking about him. Tom Curry's been on the bench, who is a world-class operator around the breakdown. I just think there's a clear DNA in this England team now, that one is all right to follow, because I think they play a good brand of rugby.
He's English again.
Yeah, he's bouncing in between the two.
Just a bit.
We had
Quarter
for a
English.
little,
Yeah, favourites going to this game against Ireland.
Yeah, I like what you said about the ruck, because that's, in the Irish way of playing, it's the foundation. Like, if that's not moving fast, if the ball's not getting in and out, they come unstuck at times, and it's so much easier to defend if you slow down the ruck ball, even by a second. The shapes are easier to read out the back, and they're not running onto the ball with pace, and it's the time to get the defence set is where they thrive. You don't have time to get set, they're picking options and compounding the pressure. So
you look at the physicality in that England team, out with George Ford. So you take George Ford out of the physicality. Every single player in that team is very physical in the collision. Really physical pack. You went through the players in there: Genge, Luke Cowan-Dickie, Joe Hayes, who's been phenomenal for England since he's been given a rocket as well. Maro Toji, Ollie Chesham. You see what I mean? Who are great in the collision and the back row as well.
And where Ireland were really ahead of the rest in terms of breakdown work defensively is the second effort. So like Andy would always coach, like, once your tackle is made, get up and blast back into the ruck, and you'd be climbing around the side, doing whatever you can to make it scrappy. But other teams now have caught on to that and are huge on their second efforts. So if that is an area where Ireland need that momentum, if England slow it down with their size and collisions at the breakdown, their game plan looks very average and easy to defend when they are one-paced. So,
he said it, climbing around the sides of breakdowns.
He's
admitted
disciplined.
He has admitted that that's what Ireland do. They climb around breakdowns.
And referees are going to be looking at that from an England perspective as well. Like you say, everyone across the board from an England team will fire into a breakdown. It's a real prerequisite for Steve to say, I'm watching your work rate at the tackle, after the tackle, in the breakdown. The Norse factor, I call it, around every breakdown. England do it very well. It's just how it's refereed over the course of the competition. Whereas Ireland have been pulled back a little bit from going in off their feet as they have done, and they were getting away with it, so they carried on.
Well, you've seen now James Ryan has been pinged a couple of times. He's been sin-binned in
to
games.
The referees from that, isn't it?
Yeah.
And England are good at it, but they might get pulled up. You never know.